Riley. How are you, kiddo? I didn't think that we got enough time during our lesson for me to really give you some help on Duel of the Fates. So I wanted to send this video to help you to be able to work through it this week so that you do a good job, because I just recorded the teacher duet, which means that I'm looking forward to playing the teacher duet with you. So that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through how to really play this one and count it well, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play and count and show you exactly how you need to be able to play this song. So, Duel of the Fates is in 4/4 time, which means we're going to be counting. So you had your hands with your right hand, finger 3, I believe, on E. Whatever finger you have on E, we're going to go ahead and put that finger on E, and this is how you're going to count it. So it's going to be counted like this. Starting at the very top, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the very beginning of it. You're just going to play that and count it with good solid counting. The next line and you can pause this and practice this too. So if you want to practice that a couple of times and then play it again, you can. The next line, which is measure 5. Measure 5, your finger number 5, your pinky in your right hand, is gonna go to an A. So if it's not on an A, you need to move it to the A, okay? The way that we had it in there with the original fingering that's on there, you would have to move finger 5 to A. So finger number 5 on A, measure 5 goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is A flat, A flat. Okay, we talked a little bit about that when we were playing together today, so make sure that you get that. Okay, so I'm going to play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what do you hear me doing? Besides playing, you're hearing me count out loud. And so that's what I want you to do also. So as you're practicing this week, I want to make sure that you are counting this out loud because I know that you're a good counter. I've heard you count a million times. All right. So then the next part also is going to be good counting. So what I'm going to do is play the rest of this page for you, and I'm going to count it out loud, and then I'll have you stop and practice it a couple of times, okay? So the next line, which is measure number 9, goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so I'm going to play it again. You can play along with me if you want. I'm going to count to 4 and then start. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. And 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so then we go on to the next page and it's the same thing. So the next page is, let's see. We marked measure number 10, and you can probably, if you need help finding these measures, have Mom or Lauren help you. Measure number 10, that finger number 5 is going to go down to the E, and hopefully we marked that E, that space note at the beginning of measure 10, because I think we were having trouble with that. So the next page is the same. So we're going to start at the beginning with measure 12. Measure 12, finger number 5, the pinky in your left hand is going on E. Finger 2 in your right hand is going to be on the D, just like we've had it before. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, this is going to cause you to have to move your hand in the middle of the measure. because finger 5 goes on the E, finger 1 has to jump up to the C. That's more notes than you have fingers. It's 6 notes. It's a sixth, which means you're going to go from E to C in measure 12, which means your hand's going to have to jump. So 1 and 2 and jump up to the C, B, A, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So that's measure 12 where your hand is going to have to jump. Now I'm going to play, I'm looking, the next measure, your hand doesn't have to move because your finger 4 is going to go down to the G sharp. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's measure 13. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that's measure 13. And then measure 14 is going to be another finger jump where finger number 5, your pinky, is going to move down to D. Hopefully we marked that. I have it marked on my iPad, which means I think we marked it last week. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to play the whole top line on the second page with good counting. It goes, I'm going to count to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the top line of the second page. The second line of the second page has more counting. Okay, now we didn't mark any of the counts, but that doesn't mean that you can't mark them. Okay. You should have marked the counts on the first page, and if you didn't, have mom send me a message and I will send copies of what I have so that you can mark them on your page, or you can print mine, but you're probably going to want to mark them on your page. So measure 15, which is line 2 on the second page, goes like this. Rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, that's that measure 15 and 16. Again, so measure 15, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There's that E again. All right. Then we have a repeat sign. The repeat sign takes us back to the beginning, and you're going to play through the whole thing again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole thing, starting at the very first measure, all the way through until I get to the last line so that you can hear it all together. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and that's the first 4 lines. Now we're gonna, first 5 lines. Now we're gonna do the end, okay? So again, the end is gonna require a lot of counting. The last line goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest, okay? So again, you may have to have all of those counts written in. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So that's like my mini tutorial to play this piece. You can start it and stop it or do whatever you need to help you to be able to play this one. I want you really to try hard to do your best with it this week. If it's something that's going to become ridiculously hard, then we'll set it aside. But I do want you to give it a try with the tutorial this week, okay? I also am going to send mom and dad a copy of the teacher duet so that if you take off on it this week and you do a really good job with your counting and you want to try it with the teacher duet, you can certainly do that. All right. So let me know if you guys have questions. See you later.